Dr. Taeho Kim looked out the window of his lab at the Seoul skyline. The massive Doric ship hung in the air above the city, its dark metal surface catching the morning light. He took a deep breath. Today was the day the aliens would visit his lab. "Are you ready?" asked Dr. Han, his old teacher and friend. "The Doric delegation will be here in an hour." "As ready as I'll ever be," said Taeho. He looked at his genetic sequencing machines and clean lab tables. Everything was perfect, but something felt wrong. 30 years had passed since humans first met aliens. The Doric were the strongest of all alien species in the Galactic Council. They looked like tall humans with blue skin and no hair. They said they came in peace. They said they wanted to share knowledge. But they treated humans like children. "Remember, this is a great honor," said Dr. Han. "No other lab in Seoul was chosen for this visit." Taeho nodded. "I know. It's just." The door to the lab opened. A woman in a black suit walked in. Her face was serious. Her steps were quick and sure. "Dr. Kim, I'm Jisoo Park from Earth Security. I need to speak with you before the aliens arrive." Dr. Han frowned. "We're very busy preparing." "It's Oak," said Taeho. "What can I help you with, Ms. Park?" Jisoo looked around the lab and lowered her voice. "We have reason to believe the Doric are not here just for friendly research. They may have other plans." Taeho's stomach tightened. "What kind of plans?" "We don't know yet, but I'll be watching them while they're here. If you see anything strange, call me right away." She handed him a small black card with her number. Before Taeho could ask more questions, the main doors opened. 5 tall Doric walked in. The leader wore a silver robe. His blue face had no expression. "Dr. Kim, I am Ambassador Nulo. We are pleased to see your genetic research facility." Taeho bowed slightly. "Welcome to Earth. We are honored by your visit." For the next 3 hours, Taeho showed the Doric his lab. They asked many questions about human DNA research. They seemed most interested in the parts of DNA that scientists didn't fully understand, the old viral pieces that had become part of human genes over millions of years. "Why do you keep these broken pieces in your DNA?" asked one Doric scientist. "They seem like flaws in your design." "They're not exactly flaws," Taeho explained. "We call it junk DNA, but it may have purposes we don't understand yet." The Doric looked at each other with strange expressions. That night, after the Doric left, Taeho couldn't sleep. He went back to the lab at midnight. The lights were on. Someone was inside. He opened the door quietly and saw a Doric scientist downloading files from his computer. DNA files. Human genome sequences. The alien turned, surprised. "Dr. Kim, I was just reviewing today's information." "At midnight, without permission?" Taeho asked. "We Doric need little sleep. I meant no harm." The alien quickly finished the download and left. Taeho checked his computer. The Doric had taken everything about those ancient viral DNA sections. He called Jisoo immediately. "I think you're right," he said when she answered. "They're not just here to share knowledge. They're looking for something in our DNA, something they think is a weakness." "Meet me tomorrow," Jisoo said. "I have more to show you." As Taeho left the lab, he didn't notice the small drone following him home. The next day, Taeho met Jisoo at a small coffee shop far from his lab. Her face was serious as she showed him pictures on her tablet. "These are from last night. Doric ships sent large data files to their home planet," she said. "They're studying us, Taeho, not as friends, but as targets." Taeho felt cold despite the hot coffee in his hands. "I need to understand what they want with our DNA." "I need your help too," said Jisoo. "I know someone who can help us see what the Doric are really doing." 2 hours later, they sat in a small lab across the city. A woman with short black hair and sharp eyes worked at a computer. "Taeho, this is Dr. Yuna Kim," She's the best evolutionary geneticist on Earth. Tai-Ho nodded. Can you help us understand what they're looking for? Yuna typed quickly. Based on what you've told me, they're very interested in the viral DNA parts of our genome. These are old virus pieces that became part of human DNA millions of years ago. The Dorak called them flaws, said Tai-Ho. Yuna shook her head. No, not flaws. They're wrong. She pointed to her screen. These viral parts helped humans survive. They made us stronger over time. For 3 days, they worked without rest. Yuna found something amazing. The old viral DNA could be activated. It could make cells heal faster. It could fight poisons. It could make humans stronger. This is not a flaw, said Yuna. It's a weapon our bodies built over time. Then Jisoo got an urgent call. The Dorak ship is preparing something. Something big. They rushed to Earth Defense Headquarters where General Min-Ho Lee waited for them. We intercepted Dorak messages, said the general. They've created a biological weapon targeted at human DNA. They plan to release it tomorrow to make humans weak and easy to control. They think these viral DNA parts are our weakness, said Tai-Ho. But Yuna found they're actually our strength. Yuna stepped forward. General, I need a lab immediately. I think we can use what we've learned to protect our people. As they worked through the night, alarms suddenly blared. The general rushed in. The Dorak have attacked our orbital defense stations. They're moving faster than we expected. On the screen, they watched as Earth ships fought against Dorak vessels. But Earth was losing. We need more time, said Yuna. I'm close to a breakthrough. Suddenly, a massive explosion rocked the building. Part of the ceiling fell. Tai-Ho pushed Yuna out of the way, but a large piece of metal struck him. He fell to the ground, blood pooling around him. Tai-Ho, screamed Yuna. She checked his pulse. It was weak and getting weaker. The medical team won't get here in time, said Jisoo, her voice shaking. Yuna looked at her research, then at Tai-Ho's dying body. She made a decision. I know what to do, she said, grabbing a syringe. The viral DNA activation sequence. It might save him. Is it ready? Is it safe? Asked Jisoo. We have no choice, said Yuna as she injected the formula into Tai-Ho's arm. Now we wait. For 30 seconds, nothing happened. Then Tai-Ho's body jerked. His eyes flew open. The wound on his chest began to close by itself. Above them, the Dorak ships moved closer to Earth, ready to release their weapon. Tai-Ho stood up, touching his chest where the wound had been. It was healed completely. He felt stronger than ever before. How is this possible? He asked. The viral DNA we all carry. I activated it, said Yuna. What the Dorak thought was a flaw is actually a gift from our past. General Lee burst into the room. The Dorak have launched their weapon. It's spreading through the air above our major cities. On screens around the room, they watched as a fine mist fell from Dorak ships. People on the streets looked up in fear. It's too late, said Jisoo. But something strange happened. The people didn't fall sick. Instead, many stood straighter. Some looked surprised, touching their bodies as if feeling new strength. What's happening? Asked General Lee. Yuna checked her computer. The Dorak weapon. It's targeting the very viral DNA sequences we just activated in Tai-Ho. But instead of hurting humans, She paused, amazed. It's activating those sequences in everyone. Tai-Ho understood immediately. They thought these viral parts were our weakness, but they're actually our strength. And now they've turned them on. We need to strike back now, said Jisoo. While they're confused, Captain Sun Hee Kang, Earth's best pilot, led a squad of fighters against the Dorak mothership. The newly enhanced pilots moved with incredible speed and focus. Their weapons can't lock onto us, Sun Hee reported over the radio. It's like we can sense where they'll shoot before they fire. Sun Hee's team broke through the Dorak defenses and boarded their main ship. They captured Ambassador Nulo and the Doric leaders. Back on Earth, Taiho and Jisoo faced Nulo in a holding cell. "You failed," said Taiho. "What you thought were flaws in our DNA were actually our greatest weapons." Nulo's blue face showed fear for the first time. "Impossible. Those viral fragments should have made you weak. Humans evolved on a dangerous planet," explained Taiho. "Those viruses tried to kill us long ago. But instead of dying, we took their power for ourselves." 3 days later, the Galactic Council met in emergency session. Representatives from all alien species gathered to hear Earth's case against the Doric. Councillor Rem, from a small green-skinned species, stood up. "The Doric have done this before. They studied our DNA too, looking for ways to control us. But none of us had what humans have, these viral weapons built into their very cells." The council voted quickly. The Doric lost their leadership position. Humans would now have an equal voice in galactic matters. 1 month later, Taiho, Yuna, and Jisoo opened the new Human Genetic Heritage Center in Seoul. "What do we do now?" asked Jisoo as they looked at their new lab. "We learn to use our gift wisely," said Taiho. "What the Doric feared in us is actually our greatest strength, our ability to take what might kill us and make it part of our power." Yuna nodded. "They searched our DNA for flaws, but uncovered weapons instead. Not weapons for war, but weapons for survival." Outside the window, the sun set on a changed Earth. Humans now knew their true strength, not in spite of their past struggles, but because of them.